Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube page. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm currently in a very sorrow mess. As you all know, we have a very devastating news. Liam Payne, a former member of One Direction, has officially died at the age of 31. Liam has officially fell off the balcony while he was in Argentina. He was only a few weeks ago. I'm sorry, excuse me. Just a few weeks ago, he was actually just at a show to see his buddy Niall Horan, and however, he rose the shot to fame when he was on the X Factor to the days of One Direction, and of course, One Direction became one of the biggest boy bands on the planet. I grew up with One Direction during that time, became a big fan of their music, and of course, they pretty much thought that One Direction had become the biggest boy band. From the time they rose to fame to the time when they won enormous awards, they shattered so many records, achieved a lot. Zayn left in 2015, and then the following year in 2016 that the band parted ways. However, now that they all went to solo careers, this is a big shock to all the Directioners who are watching, especially his bandmates. However, Harry, Niall, Zayn, and as well as Louis have not been commented or even sent anything yet on social media just yet, but we all know that this is a very devastating time and loss of mourning. Just 31 years old. Liam himself actually once discovered about his drugs, about his drug and alcohol addiction, from the past by the time he got to the pressures of fame through One Direction, and also the time that he also committed suicide at one point, but yet he held back because of, I wouldn't say because of his actions, but because of what he did for those fans around him. I know going through a boy band those pressures can certainly get to someone. But yeah, I definitely think that, authorities are still ongoing to see what the cause was. Whether he slipped accidentally, he probably jumped, probably. But either way, as much as the drugs and alcohol addiction adds up, I think this was a possible suicide, but that will have to actually be revealed until the police informants in Argentina get the final answers. But for that, my heart breaks. I still got the chance to actually see them in concert. Excuse me. And of course, even though I never got the chance to see them all as a whole, now I'll never will. Even though that saying left, it still left an open, shattered heart on myself. But now Liam's gone, and now one day we'll never reunite as a whole again. My thoughts can I send my thoughts and condolences and prayers to his family, his loved ones, his bandmates who were his brothers, and of course the Directioners, the fandom of One Direction. I grew up with One Direction. This is a very sad time, as we all know a lot of things ahead, but yet, boy, he will be missed. Now, we investigators. By the way, before I go, I actually also want to point out, saying I will remember Liam for the great, what we call, he was the leader of the band of One Direction. He was the one responsible and everything else. But just remember this. I will make another YouTube video, but I will actually basically post some memories from highlights of the concert back in 2015. I also wanted to have a 15-year anniversary reunion for them next year, but now that's not the case at all. I send my thoughts and prayers to his family, his bandmates, of course, of One Direction, and also everyone else, and the Directioners who are mourning his death, including myself. Rest in peace, Liam. And rest in peace, Liam, and may you be at peace. Gone too soon, and there'll be more update to see what really happened behind this. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night. And rest in peace, Liam.